Good day everyone, I'm Hurley Warfire Reviews here, back at it again with my review for the Ear Acoustic Audio STA Pro Max. Yes, I do believe this is the STA Pro Max because they have a lot of products. So as you can see, it is the STA Pro Max in black colorway. Okay. But before I proceed, I'd like to thank Ear Acoustic Audio for sending this unit to me in an exchange for a very honest and transparent review. Rest assured that all of my reviews are honest and transparent to the core, like I always do, for the benefit of everybody, of course, including me, since again and again, I won't be editing this extensively. Recording video reviews isn't really my forte. I prefer writing my reviews. Okay. So, first things first, to give you an idea, the Ear Acoustic Audio STA lineup focuses more on the fun side of things. They quite, based on what I know and what I experience, the STA lineup of the Ear Acoustic Audio seems to fall more on the tonality-ish or the smooth-ish side of things, as opposed to the SPA's highly technical, and at the same time it has a classic tuning to it type of sound. So what we have here again is the STA Pro Max, which falls into the STA lineup. The STA Pro Max, as far as I remember, and by the time that I record this video, is around $90. So it is around 4,000 pesos in Philippine peso, give or take. Probably it's 4,500 or probably lower, like 3,500. But yeah, it is around $90 by the time that I record this video. Okay. So, as we all know, or probably you've seen my review for the SPA High-End Ultra, every Ear Acoustic Audio comes with this type of box. It is quite on the large side of things, but at the same time, it is very, very presentable. It is visually appealing, as you can see. It is well done. It is well put. It is literally just a box. Yes, as you can see, the Silver Angel. It is just a box, a cube silver-ish box, which is quite unique actually. It is unique when compared to the boxes of IEMs that you see in today's market. But at the same time, some people really care about the packaging and the presentation, so Ear Acoustic Audio nails that here on the STA Pro Max as well. So there's that. Okay. Now, as for the inclusions, or the things that you'll get in the box when you purchase the STA Pro Max, you'll get these types of inclusions. Like for example, these two sets of ear tips, as you can see, one with a wide bore. See, one with the wide bore and one with the narrow bore. I use the wide bore ear tips on this one because it fits my ears a lot with the STA Pro Max. Here's the case on this one. It is still unique in my opinion and does the job well. It really does the job well. It is hard, as you can see. It's a pancake case, but it is quite spacious. Okay, and here's a product manual, or yeah, an introductory / product manual here and there with a warranty on that one. A cable winder. It is well done. And here is the Ear Acoustic Audio with its cable. Let's go to the cable first. I love how Ear Acoustic Audio has this homogeneous type of design. Everything seems to be on point and everything seems to be in order in terms of their overall color scheme. At least I do love that kind of homogeneous design on all of the products that I see or that I use / showcase, which is a good thing. Okay, as for the cable in this one, it also fits the motif. It also fits the design of the Ear Acoustic Audio STA Pro Max. Okay, as you can see, it is well done. It's well put. It is definitely a visually attractive cable. As you can see, it is in 3.5, and I like the plugs on this one and the connectors on this one. It is in matte. Matte finish, which I really like. Even the splitter and the chin slider is on the silverish finish. Okay, which I really like. Now we'll go to the what do you call this, the drivers itself, the IEM drivers itself. As you can see, it is visually pleasing. I do like this design a lot. As you can see, there we go. This very shiny. Yes, I know. With some, the design here reminds me of the Egyptian hieroglyphics, which I was very interested when I was a kid. Up till now, I am still interested actually, but not as enthusiastic as my 10-year-old self would be. As you can see, it is really good on this one. Do like the design on this one. Yep. And here's the other side wherein a snake icon or a snake logo is in this one. Very nice. Some people on surface might say that, RFI, is this metal? Is this IEM made of metal? Well, from what I know, and please correct me if I'm wrong, this isn't metal. Because it is quite light and it isn't really cold to the touch or hot to touch, whenever, depending on the environment that I am in. The finish as well seems really similar to the electroplated finish that I have seen on some IEMs before, like for example KZ IEMs before. It isn't really a good or a bad thing actually. Personally, I don't have any problems with it, which is yeah, I don't have any problems with it. In fact, I actually like it because it somewhat speaks premium, but at the same time it manages the, what do you call this, the price well, because using electroplated shells, or electroplated shells, um can save a lot of money from a manufacturing standpoint. So that's a good thing. If I were to nitpick, however, they could have made the finish on this one in matte finish, because as you can see, it is quite fingerprint magnet, and at the same time it does not exactly follow the aesthetic of the cable, wherein the connections, the Y-split, the chin slider, the plug of the cable is in matte finish. Well, this one is not. This one is in glossy finish. So, it is just a nitpick. It isn't really a deal breaker to me. I usually see intricate details on the products that I review or the products that I use, so there's that. Forgive me on that one for being a nitpicky person, because I need to nitpick. I review stuff. Okay. Now, as for the drivability, I had no problems pairing or driving the STA Pro Max with all of the sources, the USB docks, the phones, the laptops that I have. But at the same time, I do think that there is a quality of life improvement when you use this in 4.4 connection, particularly on the upper mids or on the upper frequencies of this IEM, which I will discuss later on, because it seems that the driver that the STA Pro Max uses benefits from a fairly powerful source, or at least 2 VRMs of power. So for good measure, in my opinion, if you want to replace the cable of the STA Pro Max, in a practical sense, you can use a balanced slash 4.4 connection on this one, just for that additional good measure of power, if you know what I mean. But at the same time, if you'll just use it as is, I had no problems using it as is, because I had no problems sounding like it was underpowered or something like that. No, it is on surface, it is very easy to drive. Even phones actually can drive this STA Pro Max easily. It's just that if I were to, like, what do you call this, to improve things without breaking the bank, I would have used this in a balanced connection. But probably that's just me. Okay. Now, as for the fit, comfort, and isolation, I had no problems with this one. It really fits my ears snugly, but at the same time, it will fit most ears really well, comfortably, because of the round edges of this one. See, as you can see, it is round in edges. It doesn't have any sharp edges to it, and at the same time, it isn't really that bulky. It isn't small either. It sits just right on the usual slash average ear size of most people. So I have no problems with that. Okay. Now, as for the sound, to be honest with you, the sound of this one is a, what do you call this? I haven't heard this type of sound for quite some time now. Probably because I haven't heard TFZ IEMs for quite some time now. But at the same time, it is, in my opinion, it is unique. It is quite unique because I haven't heard this type of sound wherein the whole sound is still your usual mild V shape. On some sources or some setups, it may sound W shaped, but at the same time, the mid bass here is dominant than the sub bass. It is actually more meaty. It is actually more present than the sub bass. It is undeniably thick. The whole sound is undeniably thick, which is quite unique because most IEMs today, even under $100, they tend to emphasize the sub bass a bit more. They tend to emphasize it. They tend to to add more rumble and quantity to it, while keeping the mid bass a bit smooth, and at times probably nearly non-existent, up to the point that the mid bass may lack texture, the whole bass may lack punch. While here in the STA Pro Max, it is quite different. They emphasize the mid bass here, which is a really nice welcome to me because again, it is unique in today's chi-fi or even IEM market in that regard, which is a good thing. So the bass on this one is definitely chunky. Yes, of course, it is definitely chunky. It is warm. It is thick. It is smooth. It is again mid bass dominant, and the mid bass here is undeniably thick. On most genres, it will sound really just fine, except for those vocal centric slash vocal forward genres. Probably it may not suit well with that, but for most genres, even on pop genres, I had no problems with the STA Pro Max. It renders the sound beautifully for its target, since I know that it won't target the perfection or anything like that. It is more of on the vibes thing, if you know what I mean. It is more on the how to enjoy your music than to criticize your music, and I am a fan of the latter, but it is a huge welcome to me to hear something different from time to time, which the STA Pro Max offers. Okay, so the details on this one is quite adequate for its price. Bass heads on an entry level budget, like literally 5,000 pesos or 100 USD, will probably like and enjoy the STA Pro Max, depending on what they prefer. If they prefer a punchy, what do you call this, a punchy, thick mid bass with the same time with a slight hint of softness to it, the STA Pro Max is right up on their alley. But at the same time, if they prefer their sub bass a bit more rumbly, a bit more elevated, a bit more thick, a bit more deep, well, they might want to look elsewhere, because it is noticeable here in the STA Pro Max that it prioritizes the mid bass more than the sub bass, adding the whole thickness to the sound, which can be a good thing or a bad thing depending on your preference. Okay, now as for the mids on this one is smooth. It is definitely warm. It is definitely thick. It is very noticeable on the lower mids, and at the same time, it exhibits a mild it exhibits a mild mid bass bleed, but not up to the point that it will sound recessed. Not at all. It never sounded recessed to me. It is more of a laid back character. It is more of a laid back, smooth-ish, chunky-ish character. Okay, the whole sound is really thick on this one, so there's that. Okay, as for the upper mids on this one is quite relaxed, but at the same time, it has that decent extension, air, and sparkle to it. I had no problems with it. Those people with very sensitive sensitive ears to the upper frequencies will definitely like the STA Pro Max, because it isn't really fatiguing or sibilant at all, even on louder-ish volumes based on my tests. Even on the friend that I have lent this with for like an hour, he had no problems using the STA Pro Max, so there's that. Okay, now as for the treble, here's the part where I think that the treble on the STA Pro Max is a bit lacking to my ear. It isn't dark. It is nowhere near dark in my opinion, but at the same time, it kinda lacks air. It kinda lacks that extension that I am looking for in an IEM, For most people, they will probably like this because it isn't dark, but at the same time the treble is well controlled in this one. But for those people who are after the sparkle, who are after the extension, the extra air, or the extra holographic thing, or extra details, you may find the STA Pro Max a bit lacking on that regard. Okay, detail retrieval on this set is average at best, if you may. I wouldn't use this for analytical listening. Okay. Okay. Now, as for the technical performance, the treble, the quality of the treble on this one also affected the technical performance. The soundstage width on this one is quite small when compared to the IEMs that I have reviewed under $100. It is quite small, but at the same time it isn't cramped. It is far from being cramped in sound. Actually, it does have the room, but the room feels like it is just in your head. It isn't like out of your head experience or something like that. Okay. The separation and layering of this one is again average at best, and there are times you may feel that it is quite congested on heavy busy tracks. Imaging is accurate at best, and I had no problems using this in any scenario that I use it with. Okay, so where should we compare this STA Pro Max? We should compare this on the IEMs that I have under 100 USD. Like for example, the Rose Techniques Star City 5 Pro. The Rose Techniques Star City 5 Pro is it is also a mild V-shaped set. At the same time, it is more balanced when compared to the STA Pro Max. It is less in thickness. At the same time, it also has more treble presence when compared to the STA Pro Max. Technical chops is better on the Star City 5 Pro as well. So there's that. Both can be easy to drive on certain scenarios or certain setups, so I had no problems with it. Okay, now we'll compare this to the Sivga, okay, which in theory or in essence have the same type of sound, but in reality it isn't. The STA Pro Max is definitely thicker and it's definitely smoother when compared to the Sivga K, but the Sivga K has a, what do you call this, a bit more open in sound. It is balanced warmish in sound, but at the same time it isn't as warm and as closed in. I wouldn't call it closed in, but lesser in sound stage when compared to the STA Pro Max. Okay, now we'll compare this to the, what do you call this, okay, the Rose Celsa Aurora Ultra. It is a bit cheaper, but in my opinion they do share the same type of sound, wherein the sound is quite thick. Okay, but at the same time the Rose Celsa Aurora Ultra is a bit more extended on the treble. It has more details on the treble. The technical chops are better on the treble when compared to the STA Pro Max. But do take note, all of these findings are just a nitpick, merely a nitpick. In reality, their technical chops are more or less the same. Unless you A/B or compare it in A/B comparison, that's the time you'll hear the difference in quality. But those differences are just minute details. In reality, it is just a nitpick. Okay, now I'll switch the Tagalog version of this review. Okay, so bale itong si STA Pro Max is nasa 5,000 pesos or under 4,500 pesos na IEM. Yung tunog niya is makapal. Definitely makapal. Mild V-shape siya. Sa ibang setups, magtutunog W-shape or balanced warm siya. Ang kakaiba dito, unlike ng what do you call this, ng ibang bass headsets na narinig ko, is mas emphasize yung mid-bass dito na medyo makapal talaga, up to the point na yung buong tunog na itong STA Pro Max is makapal talaga. Okay, so medyo unique yun in my opinion, lalo na pag compare mo sa mga IEMs na nag-exist ngayon. Kasi yung mga IEMs ngayon na nag-exist is mas focus sila sa sub-bass. Ito, mid-bass talaga. So, punchy. At the same time, may character siya na may pag-smooth-ish, soft-ish onte. But, ayun nga, for most genres, wala ka naman magiging problem dyan. Yung mids niya, smooth din. Smooth din. Makapal talaga. May mid-bass bleed, pero hindi naman recessed. Yung upper mids niya, walang sibilance, walang kahit anong harshness or anything na ganun. But at the same time, naapektuhan yung treble niya kasi yung treble niya para sa akin is wala ganong air. Hindi naman siya dark, kulang lang siya ng air. na sana nakapag-contribute sa soundstage niya. Kasi yung soundstage niya is medyo maliit in width compared sa mga na-review ko under 100 USD or 5,000 pesos. Okay? Okay. So, ayun, if like trip mo talaga ng bassy na makapal na at the same time medyo maayos yung tunog tapos medyo unique, itong STA Pro Max talaga yung para sa'yo. Lalo na maporma din yung STA Pro Max. We can deny that. Okay? So, balik na ako sa English verdict ko sa review na to. Okay? So, what's my verdict with the Ear Acoustic Audio STA Pro Max? Well, the Ear Acoustic Audio STA Pro Max is definitely one of the unique sets that I have encountered as of today. In my opinion, it is like my guilty pleasure IEM because as you know, I am a fan of DF neutral and this is far from sounding DF neutral to me. It is definitely bassy, unapologetically thick, and at the same time mid-bass dominant. So it is quite unique to my taste, and at the same time I enjoyed it throughout my reviewing period. Actually, even after the reviewing period, I still use it to run down some errands because I do like the vibes that the Ear Acoustic Audio STA Pro Max gives. It isn't your incisive technical surgeon, but it is more of a nice vibes guy. You know, that guy who just chills with this leather with this leather coat, with his Converse Chuck Taylors that are in high cut and probably does vape. So yeah, the Ear Acoustic Audio STA Pro Max has that type of characteristic wherein it is more of you'll enjoy the sound because you like the music, more of you'll enjoy the sound because you'll hear its flaws. So there's that. So good job to Ear Acoustic Audio for what do you call this, for delivering a definitely unique IEM for this asking price in today's market. Okay. Now that ends my video for the Ear Acoustic Audio STA Pro Max. Again, I'd like to thank Ear Acoustic Audio for sending this unit to me in an exchange for a very honest and transparent review. Rest assured that all of my reviews are honest and transparent to the core, like I always do, for the benefit of everybody, of course, including me. Because again and again, I won't be editing this extensively. Okay. Now, as for the backlogs, there are a lot of backlogs that are still backlogging. Like, for example, on the next week, I'll be reviewing the KB Ear Cepheus KB16 and the Heidi Smart 12 Tourist. Yes, those are cooking and definitely will be posted real soon. Okay? There are also some KZIM, some Twistura wood note here and there are some stops that are on the way. So thank you for stopping by and thank you for your patience. Okay, I am keeping this as quick as possible without compromising on the quality of the reviews that I am giving. Okay, thank you again for stopping by and see you on the next one. Isa pa.